We're back.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry, it just takes a moment because I can't go click, 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 click. I have to like do it by hand, like a old school. Elgato Stream Deck not working. So clicking buttons. Anyways, right before we go live, Messi said that he wanted to come back to the show and for his portion of the session to just sit around and talk about how race is a social construct. Please, Messi, take it away.
It is. Yeah, I think more people need to know that we're all one race for the human race, and anyone who thinks differently is just their opinions are valid, and that's completely fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I agree. Dwarves aren't real. I agree with you. But what would you say about the gnomes or the Hafue?
Well, Hafue is just a made-up name. I'll be honest. It's not even a real thing.
Okay. How about gnomes? Are they real?
Yeah, I got one in my garden. Yeah.
And what about the orcs? Or is that just like Walmart employees? Just kidding, guys.
This whole
it's honest living. Just kidding.
This whole like orcs can breed with human thing doesn't make sense to me.
But the horses can breed with donkeys.
Yeah, that's correct.
I know, and tigers and lions.
Like elves and humans make sense, but
whoa! Why elves and humans make sense?
Well, because they're both like, you know, they look the same. Just one has pointy ears.
What about elves and orcs?
No, two completely different.
That's like elves and orcs. It's like bonobos and chimpanzees. Can they breed? I honestly don't know.
So
can you get a
I don't think so.
bonobo Z?
I heard
Chimpanobo.
I heard that when D&D was originally written, they had half breeds for all classes, but then they decided not to include them because there was too much text and they didn't want to overwhelm people. Was that true?
In first edition, there was not the race class option. You were either, if you were a magic user or a thief or a fighter, you were a human. But you could also play as a elf, which was its own thing, and a dwarf, which was its own thing. I think they may have won one more race, but they weren't like a dwarven fighter
Classes.
or like an elven mage. It was just like they were their own thing.
The dwarf class.
Yeah, you would just
race.
the dwarf
Gotcha.
option.
It'd be like one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the fighter option or the dwarf option or the elf option. Yeah. That's old squad.
So
why those books over there?
Why did I think they had a half races for everything and then
That may have been
decided
second. That may have been advanced Dungeons and Dragons, AD&D. AD&D was is when usually when people think of old D&D, they think of AD&D, which funny enough came out after GURPS 3rd edition. That's how old GURPS is. Wow. Yeah, the GURPS 3rd edition was before AD&D came out. And that's the one I played growing up as a kid. But anyway, so AD&D is the one where it got like super complicated. Like there's, I don't know which edition has more books, 3rd edition or 2nd edition, but both of them have like countless dozens of books, as opposed to 5e, which has like 3. So.
Hey Vance, actually hobbits aren't real. I saw the behind the scenes. They were actually just humans. They were just like further back or like on their knees or something, and they would green screen them in to make them look shorter. So I've yet to see any kind of evidence of hobbits existing.
Hold on. What about the people that lived on the island of what's that little island, Sicily? What about the people they found in Sicily?
Yeah, so those were actually tree elves. Everyone forgets about the tree elves. They're the ones that make the cookies. Everyone forgets about them.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. Oh, that was good. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should buy some of their cookies, by the way. They're pretty good if you ever get the opportunity. They sell them in supermarkets.
It's been a while. Been a while since I had tree elf cookies. I usually just make my own. So, Josh, I didn't make you cookies when you came over, did I? Was I a bad host? Did I not make you cookies? Because, like,
Thanks.
I would totally make you cookies. I'd let you eat my cookies, Josh.
Okay. Okay.
What are you doing on Thursday, Josh? Do you want to eat my cookies?
Don't you have a campaign Thursday?
Josh?
I don't know. They didn't have a campaign this week.
Would you like to come and eat my cookies on Thursday, Josh? Because
I'm scared. This is really scary.
sorry. All right. You notice he's not responding? I think he just left chat. He's like, I'm out.
You are bad, and I want those cookies.
How bad am I, Josh?
Okay, let's.
Exactly how bad am I? Hold on. Let's see how bad I am. I'm gonna go check and see if that table's clean.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Rosen, I don't know if you're watching, but I definitely didn't get any information
This is
whatsoever.
Twitch TOS, brother. You can't do that. Can't do that anymore.
And that's what Peter just walked into. So anyways, hi everybody.
At least it's funny.
At least it's funny. Unlike Josh. So
That was just me.
wait, why isn't this not clicking?
Dude, nothing you do ever works.
Yeah,
You need to live in IT.
what the hell is now Roll20's not working? What is going on right now?
Yikes. Kind of cringe.
All right, there we go. On. Why are you?
Peter, you lie. Peter, don't lie like that. Tell the truth, Peter.
Legit, the Roll20's not working. I can't click it. God damn it.
Does that mean I can type whatever I want? You can't stop me? You see that?
I had to. What the hell, man? All right, 1 second. I have to fix this. Then we're gonna actually start playing the game because we've been goofing for a minute. Sorry about that, everybody.
This is so fun.
It's like everything's getting so borked right now, and I don't know why. The stream deck's like, I'm not gonna work. What's it called? I can't remember what it's
You
called.
got some kind of software failure there. Could be OS related. I'd be worried about it.
I'm so super worried. I got viruses. So many of them.
No, I don't talk about viruses. I'm talking about actual Windows just being a piece of shit.
No, it's like Mozilla Firefox is not responding. You know, and it could.
Yeah, that could be a Windows issue.
It could be.
I promise.
Sorry, everybody. I know we were in the middle of playing a campaign, and now it's not working. I mean, your internet might be garbage. Mine's 1G, so my internet is hardlined. It's fine. You like that flex?
Flexing
You
with
like
the
that flex
fiber.
Right there?
It's a good flex.
Come on. Seriously,
I'll allow it.
the fuck? Firefox still not working. Close window. Go away, Firefox. Close program. Firefox not responding. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. Firefox is just a disappointment in life.
It worked for me.
Yeah,
Firefox?
It's just his computer.
Yeah.
No, because like, what the hell's it called? All right, now it's loading. My Roll20 inside Chrome is working, no problem. It's just Firefox that's being like, "Meh, I don't wanna do it. Yeah, say, meh."
Mozilla Firefox is an evil villain from a 50s cartoon.
You know that? Is this news to you? All right.
Oh, I knew that.
I've almost got it up again.
That's why I only use Edge. Microsoft Edge.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's just absolutely painful. It's like borderline not even a funny joke.
You know they redid Edge.
I honestly didn't and don't care. I mean that in the nicest way possible.
No, you don't. You definitely don't mean that in the nicest way possible.
I mean, I do mean it in the nicest way possible. It's just that way is not very nice either. All right, I think we're good now. Just double checking. Yep, we good now. All right, I can bring the screen back. Sorry about that. But Messy's gonna come to my house and be my IT guy. Thank you, Messy.
Yes, live an IT guy. Let's go. Achievement unlocked.
All right, hi everybody, back again. Sorry about that. So, Tyler, clearly your character came out the other side. You would be cautious and everything at first, and you would go looking out the door, listening, and so on and so forth, and you'd realize this area down here is empty. You would also go out and into the hallways, the bended hallway, as was before, and cautiously making your way along. Again, it's empty. There's no lit candles out here either. There's no brimstone smell out here either, just the warmth. You go bring your way around that edge again, where you have the one door that you never saw the other side of, and you'd have the other door that, well, now it's closed, but you do know what's on the other side of it. Which door would you go through? The one that leads towards the fire elemental, or the one that leads elsewhere?
The one that leads towards the fire elemental.
You open it up, and the room is empty. There is no fire inside that room. There are pillars. They're old. Everything here is old. But you do see that the brazier is in there. As you walk into the room to investigate it a little bit, it may be halfway across the room between where you are and the brazier, and all of a sudden it ignites. And the fire flares up, and you can feel the heat coming off of it, and this incredible fire elemental, the size of a cat standing on its hind paws, is before you, inside the brazier.
Does it react to me in any unusual manner?
Insight with disadvantage, I'm gonna tell you it's at least a DC 20 to figure out anything from a goddamn fire elemental when you don't speak its language.
Never mind. Broke for me now.
Really?
I'm gonna try and click again.
We take the first one, of course. There's a 15. Maybe there's familiarity. There's not anger. There's not anything bad. But it's a small elemental. It's a tiny elemental, technically. I mean, I can hold it like this in my hands. I mean, I know my hands are so big, Tyler, but I can hold it like this in my hands.
Is there anything flammable near me? I want to walk to where my clothes would have been because I was naked most of that time.
There's no clothing there.
I'm gonna look about the room and examine everything in the room closely.
You see that there's pillars with etchings and whatnot on them. You can't read or understand them. And otherwise, it's just a stone room.
No evidence of the walls or anything in the hallway?
No, they're in perfect shape.
I imagine Ophios at this point would just kind of sit down, turn into snake form, and rest. He's exhausted.
Yondas. It's been a while.
What the fuck did you just say?
It's been a while since that incident that happened. I mean, honestly,
oh my God.
Survival is one of the most core aspects of your
I gotta
character.
pull up the character sheet. Okay.
I mean, do you regret what you did that day? I mean, you went back, you lended aid where you could. But honestly, that creature, the number of eyes it had on it, all those mouths, that noise it was making, and if you thought you were going to get away with me not saying that noise again,
Oh my God.
you got another thing coming
Yeah, buy
to you.
me time.
So here we go.
Buy me time so I can pull up my character sheet. That's your Daelric. God damn it. All I hear is your fucking voice. I can't imagine a blob creature. I just hear you. Holy shit. Fuck,
Anyways,
I don't remember which one.
needless to say, that was a little frightening. So, yeah, you, honestly, you probably don't feel all too guilty about having fled. I mean, you tried to get them to flee.
No, plus I know he's gonna come back to life anyway because he died in a deer.
That's exactly how it works. It has nothing to do with Jake whatsoever. Justin Blue, my eyes watered up. Oh, okay, so sorry. I thought you were.
He's got allergies from your.
No, I think it was with the
voice
joy
acting.
in your face. So
Could be.
you don't feel guilty for having fled, obviously. But where was it that Yondis would have gone to? Where would he turn? What could he possibly do to try to, get through this scenario?
He's gonna go home.
Back to Osto? He's a different man. Not only does he just dress differently, he literally looks differently, acts differently. Maybe they wouldn't notice. Besides, his name certainly has changed, hasn't it, Elon?
No. No, I think he'll call himself Yondis again.
Good. I'm so glad you will. So you head back to Osto.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Head back to Osto calling yourself Yondis? I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I do. He's not smart.
If I remember correctly, he's not dumb.
He's not dumb.
He's got average intelligence and average wisdom. Mind you, the average criminal is smarter than that.
Well, he's not a criminal, first of all. Yeah, so
how many people did he kill? I'm sorry.
I'll go to court for that.
I'll
get acquitted.
Is murder not a crime?
Nope. Where's your evidence? Where's the DNA? All right. Yeah, he'll he knows he's Yondis. He'll call himself Alon when he's around people.
So you start heading out of Adir, and
He's not happy about it, by the way.
and heading back home. One of the things you notice as you're traveling is the strange weather that you seem to be experiencing. Just occasionally there's this just nutty storms. One of the storms was absolutely insane because, truth be told, you're heading into the fall. Winter time is right around the corner. But one of the storms literally it started raining. And then way earlier in the year than you ever remember happening before. I guess it's not impossible. But one of the storms, the rain, turned into very, very, very heavy snowfall. And you're like, it's only fall, right? Like, this should not happen. And granted, you are heading further south, which is further from the equator, but not that far south, for Christ's sakes. So when this heavy snowfall comes one night during your travel, it's one of those fun things where you literally have to go and find yourself a place to stay and survive through the evening. Why don't you just go ahead and roll me a survival check for funsies for where you would have spent that night?
So, I don't have an updated sheet.
Okay, that's cool.
Hold on. I think my survival is only 1 point higher. So let me check that. No, it's the same. So it doesn't matter.
Honestly,
that's warhorse. Oops.
What? Okay.
There.
Honestly, you're only able to find yourself a rather mild cave. That's what you're able to find yourself into to avoid the weather. And the snow came down hard. It was so frigid. You weren't prepared for this degree of cold. You were frigid. You stayed up very late that night, struggling to fall asleep as you were, arms wrapped around yourself, teeth chattering, shivering considerably. Eventually, just the exhaustion from the cold and the shivering sent you into unconsciousness. But it must have been like a strange dream, because when you woke up the next day, it was blazing hot out. It was like the heart of summer during a heat wave. There was not a lick of snow or even a wet ground outside the small cave that you found yourself sleeping in, but instead there was, just heat, just so much heat. And American, you woke up to like a good 95 degrees, considering there was a blizzard the night beforehand.
God damn.
Convert that.
I slept through.
Convert that
all
to fake weather if you need to. So yeah, you will eventually woke up because of how incredibly hot it was. Your character would, of course, continue traveling. But as you continue to do so, you would notice that, things seemed a little bit strange. Like, for instance, one of the things that you came across was a town full of people that were, well, they were humans, right? Hold on, let me think for a second. Yeah. No, there's a town full of people as you're like reaching, getting to the edges of Dir. They were all Perrin. But the Perrin themselves, I mean, they had a strange way of dressing there because they're all dressed in very, very simple garb. I mean, we're talking absolute garbage quality clothing of almost the same exact style amongst all of them. Absolutely just terrible. And they're just kind of like plodding along and doing a considerable amount of work. Farming and the like. I don't know if Yondis would investigate that at all or just continue moving on.
Well, he's well studied. He's got pretty good history. Could I roll a history check to see if I knew of people settling in this area anytime?
Sure.
It's the same. 15.
Cool. So, with a 15 history, honestly, no, not an all Perrin town in this area. I mean, it's near the border of Paradel, so maybe that's not unheard of. I mean, there's got to be some other races around here. There's a couple of hobgoblins over there. They're dressed pretty decent.
Oh.
I don't know. That's weird.
Okay. Probably nothing. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm. As you continue just kind of like walking by and walking out of the... Yes?
Do they have food?
Oh, you mean like the people? I mean, maybe. They're not stopping to eat or anything, but I don't know if they're like lacking food. Oh, they're farming, so I guess technically, yeah, they have a considerable amount of food, don't they?
Okay. I got a little bit of coin. Trade some coin for some food if they seem friendly.
So you go walking up to one of them, and what do you say? Like trade coin for food, sort of a thing.
What time of day is it?
I mean, it's because you got up in the morning and traveled a little bit. It's late morning. It's hot as balls out, about 100 degrees out. It's not a fun day for traveling, but unfortunately, here you are being miserable.
Blocking the sun. Good morning.
The woman before you would smile, but say nothing.
Do you have any food for trade? I have coin. Just on the road for a while.
Give you a bit of a quizzical look. Food for trade? She looks you over. Are you...
How old is this person?
She look...
Like, are they full grown, like full adult?
Yeah. She's Perrin, so she's probably like 20-somethings. She says, Are you a warrior?
Yes.
One of the things you notice is that while she is definitely speaking Perrin, the Perrin sounds different.
What kind of clothes is she wearing?
Again, simple, drab.
This is like a farm town, right?
Yeah, it seems like that.
Okay. Listen, if it's no problem for you, I'm traveling southeast long ways. Just hoping to get a quick bite, continue my journey.
She leans in and says, Sir, were you sent by the Veni?
Who?
Veni. Were you sent by the... I'm sorry, sir. I meant Felusi. I'm my deepest of apologies. The Felusi.
Felusi? History check? Maybe, could I?
That wouldn't help you.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know these people you speak of. Are you from Adir?
What is a deer?
The city-state north of here. You're on the border of it.
I'm not familiar with it. You said you
Okay.
give coin for food.
Yes, yeah, I have some gold.
You have gold?
Well, not a lot, and he'll like put his hand on his side, like holding his pouch.
I'll give you as much food as you'd like. What would you like, sir?
It's very kind of you. What do you have?
Whatever would be his master's pleasure. Perhaps stew. I can make it from scratch right now.
I'm sorry, are you under someone's possession?
I find it strange that you are not. Are you a gladiatorial winner?
Yes.
You must have been brilliant in the games, sir, to have earned your freedom.
One of the best.
Is it true? They truly do give freedoms to the gladiatorial winners.
Yeah. You know, maybe we shouldn't be speaking any longer. I feel I've overstayed my welcome already.
Yeah, of course, the food.
Tell you
Please. Let me get it for you. You are an inspiration to all of us. And she runs off.
Sure.
She goes and she comes back a bit later with a sack full of food. And she says, provisions for the road. Some you should eat soon and others will rot. I did put fresh meat in there, butchered this morning.
You're too kind. How much food's in the sack? Is it like a full sack of food?
Yeah.
Like days worth?
Yeah.
Weeks worth?
If you're smart with it, yeah, weeks worth. If you eat it in the right order and prepare it the right ways.
What would be the cost for that he's familiar with? Like 2 gold?
Depending on, you haven't even really checked out what's inside, but yeah, 2 gold would be fine. Maybe underpaying, maybe overpaying.
Okay, I'll take a look in the just quick open and glance and see if it's.
Roll an intelligence check because you're an
Real food.
idiot. Because appraise doesn't exist in this game. That looks choppy.
That'd be nature. That's fine.
2 gold seems like it might be overpaying.
2 gold's overpay?
Yeah.
I don't want to give her 1 gold.
Just give her 2. That's fine.
I'll give her 2 gold.
Okay, you give her 2 gold. She holds the coins
And I'll ask her, is this enough for you?
Sir, thank you. Thank you. I will follow in your footsteps, and I will get my freedoms.
Hey, listen, don't fight anyone, and don't tell your master you saw me.
Of course. And she like bows
Must
deeply,
be going now.
and she starts walking away. Hiding the coin, on her person or whatever as she goes.
And he'll hold the sack over his shoulder and give the town a wide berth. Just keep traveling southeast.
It's one of those fun things where you must have been in the eye of the storm, because as you continue traveling, the weather seems to get bad again. I mean, like, honestly, that rain is a welcome. How nasty hot it was, how slow you were traveling as you made your way. That rain is kind of like a welcome misery, just to at least cool you down as you go or find a place to hunker down again. Why don't you go ahead and roll me your survival again?
Oh no. God damn it.
You unfortunately can't find a single spot. It is nasty how horribly you're rained on. I'm going to need a constitution save from you.
I'm so bad at those. God damn it.
Your character,
It's
honestly,
the curse of yonder.
honestly, you wake up the next day, you're starting to have some symptoms. It's not COVID, so that's good news. But it could be the flu.
Oh, great.
So hopefully it doesn't turn into pneumonia. You're starting to have symptoms. It's not good. I guess you can have a rank of exhaustion to emulate having a disease, because that's fun.
Great. What's the first rank?
Just disadvantage on ability checks.
That's all?
Yeah, it's just like the hard one. So anyways, so yeah, you wake up the next day, and it was weird. As you're here the next day, one of the things you notice as you're traveling along is that you're definitely into Paradel now. You can see Paradel soldiers on the borders and whatnot. They're walking along there. You can easily go and walk up and past them, and nobody really questions you beyond, maybe like, where are you from? But you can just say Paradel. Deer, it doesn't really matter what your response is. They just let you go. Well, your plan is to head south, mostly south and a little bit east, as you're heading back to Osto. Eventually, you have to find your way onto a river and take the river down for most of the journey, until eventually you take another river that brings you directly into Osto. The whole travel takes a considerable amount of time. Once again, as you're traveling along, you do come through another storm. It's strange. The storm, beforehand, when you were traveling through a deer, actually roll me with disadvantage. Roll me a survival check.
All right, while I do this, are these storms coming like at particular times, or is it just almost seeming completely random?
Seeming completely random.
Okay, 6.
Unfortunately, you roll like, well...
Yondis.
Yeah. You just don't roll well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. So yeah, you continue traveling, and you notice that these storms just have rolled in. As you're traveling along, and again, you're kind of on this boat and with this crew as you move along. One of the things that kind of catches you off guard the other day, later on, as the boat's traveling south, is that one of the fishermen kind of calls people over. He's like, "Check this out. This is weird." Kind of pulling people over. "I've never caught a fish like this before in my life. It's massive. I know this thing's ginormous." They notice as they continue moving their way through. You kind of go over and check it out. And honestly, you're on a river. Rivers tend to have a limitation for how big a fish might be. But the fish is huge. And it's very strange looking. It looks...
Sea bass. More like a C+. That's Animal Crossing. You can keep going. You can keep going, I swear.
Get your Animal Crossing jokes out of here, Messi.
Sorry.
So anyways...
Farming little W's.
The thing is very freakish looking. It looks, I suppose, ugly. But as it's pulled out of the water and it's on the deck, one of the things is it's obviously flopping around, clearly is suffocating. Usually if you're not going to just kill it and eat it, you'd, throw it back in, but it's so freakish looking, nobody thinks to just put it out of its misery. You just watch it as it's flopping around on the deck and eventually just suffocates because, it's a fish. It's out of water. And it just kind of lies there. Once it's actually lying there dead, they start poking and prodding at it. Eventually somebody kind of guts it and cuts it open. Its blood is a strange color, and everything about it just comes off as alien and weird. It's large and strange. The coloration to it is different. The men that are running the boat start daring each other who's willing to eat it. Eventually, nobody takes up on the offer or the bet, and nobody eats a thing. They play with it a little bit more over the course of the next few hours, and then they push it off the edge of the boat, thinking it might be cursed, and letting it plunk back into the water. Again, the boat continues to travel along. Eventually, you do find yourself pulling into Osto.
Okay, does it look the same as I left it?
Yeah, looks exactly the same as you left it.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Thought you were gonna pull some shit on me.
Like I said, it looks exactly the same as when you left it.
So, Alon, Roll Eyes, is, since traveling with the orcs, he has no documentation on him, no supplies on him. He's in commoner's clothing, like rags. So he looks like he doesn't, fit in with the nobles of Osto at all.
Clearly.
But he's going to immediately just start walking the streets towards his family house. What time of day is it?
For this one, roll me a d12.
I like D12.
He's dressed like a commoner, and he's like, "Pardon me, sir. Do you have any Grey Poupon?" So for you, it's actually just in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock.
Great. That sucks. Okay. So I know the streets are going to be busy. So he might take a few back alley shortcuts that he might have known from his childhood.
Well, if you're concerned about the time of day, do you want to just like in these back alley shortcuts and whatnot? Do you want to just like I don't know, lay low and wait till it's evening?
Would I be able to rest in one of these alleys?
Yeah, you could even in theory though. I mean, you're dressed for the part, and you certainly have more experience than when you were a child. But you could have found a spot outside of the city, maybe even over by the water, kind of like pull up some sand and take a nap out there if you wanted to.
Homeless person on the beach approach.
Yeah, you look the part.
He'd probably find. He has a little bit of coin on him, somehow. I sold all my stuff, right? Did I keep that coin? Or did the orcs take it?
They took everything of yours. You have nothing. Nothing.
No coin?
Nothing.
Okay, so the 2 coin I gave that woman would have been all my coin then. We'll just retcon that.
Yeah, well,
so
you probably found it on the dead orc, eaten by the mouther.
Oh, did I go back?
He did for a moment to stab a thing.
How much coin? How much coin? You want me to have all the coin I had before?
Let's see. This is how much coin you have. Hey, somebody in chat, can you roll me a D100? First person, please.
And would that be silver, gold, or copper?
That'd be copper.
God damn it. What'd I ask?
Thank you. That's 19 copper.
19 copper.
Thank you, Snaga.
Great.
And can somebody in chat roll me a D20, please? This will be how much silver he has.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was just gonna be poor.
Waiting for it. Thank you, Bolita.
8.
There you go.
You guys are rolling like shit.
You're 1 copper shy of a gold coin. Oh man.
Am I really?
Imagine there's an insult like Tyler's 1 copper shy of a gold coin.
Wait, it's 20 copper is a silver and 9 silver is a gold?
Well, no, hold up. Maybe I did it wrong. 10 copper is a silver, so 19 equals.
Oh, 10 copper is a silver.
And then 10 silvers. Yeah. So that's 99. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize that 10 was.
Hey, Steve.
Okay.
I rolled it.
Steve.
I rolled it for you in chat.
No, you don't count. Steve,
You
we'll
rolled
say
an
that
18.
you
Wow.
rolled that silver, Steve. That was
Why are you
you
winking?
that rolled it, Steve.
Okay. Is 8 silver is almost a gold piece enough for a room somewhere?
Yeah, absolutely. Mhm.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty
Great.
one, but yeah.
Okay, I'll find a shitty room and I'll stay the night there and hopefully get rid of this exhaustion.
Okay, cool. And you can absolutely do that. Yep, you'll get like a room, and you can go and spend most of the day, and then you wait until the evening. I mean, I don't know how late into the night you want to go. Probably like 10 o'clock, like solidly nighttime.
Yeah, I want to get, a full 8 hours at least of sleep because
Cool.
things have been wild recently. How much is that of my almost a gold did I just spend? Did I just spend the whole thing?
I will say that cost you 5 silver, including a bit of food and water and whatnot.
Just need to know because I'm running low. All right, and then at nighttime, when I'm properly rested and I'm no longer exhausted, I will take to the streets to go to my old childhood home.
Okay.
The old mansion with mom and pa and my little baby bro.
So
I miss my bro, by the way. I haven't seen my baby bro in a long time. I hope he's doing well and not dead or older than I am. That would be cool.
So you head back home
It exists.
and you walk through the
Also be
streets,
cool.
no problems whatsoever. And we walk back to the house. It looks again exactly as you remembered it when you left. And nothing looks strange at all.
Here it comes. Great.
So you can see it. It's kind of like you're a couple houses down and across the street, and you're looking at it. from
Yeah.
across the way.
So, as Yondis stands across the street staring at his old home, he actually feels more nervous than he's felt on the road with Rena and Ophios or with the orcs. Most nervous he's ever felt in his whole life. Because he just really didn't expect to be back here as a failure. Like, that's what's running through his mind. He feels like he went out to do something and he couldn't do it. Now he's running home to mom and dad, and he doesn't feel good about it at all. And he's nervous about what they're going to say, or if they're going to miss him, or if he's a wanted criminal. So he's going to stand out
Do you
there.
remember
and
why
stare
you left in the first place? Please remind chat, or especially explain it to those that didn't watch your session 0 IRL 10 months ago, year ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's. I mean, in the game, it's been about that long too, right? Yeah. So Yondis was. Yondis left his home because he was a part of a thieves guild. Thieves guild. Did I? Yeah, that's canon. Everyone knows that. He had something of his taken by someone in the guild, and they went to Vala, and it was a family heirloom that was taken. So he told his parents that he was going to leave and he was going to go get it back and come back with it, and they were going to actually love their son, because they don't. But he did not do that. That's very clear. As a matter of fact, at every single twist or turn or crossroad he ever hit, I'd say 90% of them he failed. Every once in a while he got lucky, but 90% of it he failed. So he's coming home and he feels terrible, and he might be a wanted criminal, so they might turn him in. He doesn't know if his parents, what they're going to say, what they think. And he's just going to stand from the road and just watch the candlelight in the windows flicker as he, in his head, with palms sweating, arms weak, just in his mind, run through the different scenarios of conversations I could have and try to come up with just an opening line he's struggling with. Just what to say when he knocks on the door and they see him. It's like, what do I tell them? And he eventually decides that there isn't going to be a right answer. And he just needs to get over with. So that's what he goes to do. And he approaches the house.
Just to recap one last thing as you approach the house. Knees peak.
Sure.
Knees weak. Palms are sweaty. Palms spaghetti. All that. This
He's
right
nervous,
here is
on the surface. He does not look calm and steady.
This right here is the map. I'm not going to switch to the other overlay because I haven't set it up because Rena's not here. So this is the map of the country that he's from. So this is just the different regions of the country he's from, which is called Paradel. Right here between Bard and Paranhia, there is a city called Osto. That's actually where he's from. So he said he went to Vala. He heard the item went to Vala. Vala is this region or province of the country up here. So most of their campaign took place. Dir is where Rena and Tyler's characters currently are, where Messi's other character currently is, and where the entire Kingmaker campaign takes place. Anyways, so he's down here in Osto, and he was referring to up there. Back over here. So you go walking up towards the front door, dressed as you are, not sure what to say, deciding there is no right thing to say.
And he hesitates, shaking a little bit, and gives the door like a light rap, and just waits to see if they come, hoping that he doesn't have to do that again.
I mean,
he's very nervous.
When you left, it wasn't like you, correct me if I'm wrong, it wasn't like you snuck out.
No.
Your family knew you left. You went as part of like a charter.
Yeah, yes.
Correct. That's what I thought. I was like, wait, I'm not dumb, right? Well, I am, but for other reasons. So when you knock on the door, the person that opens the door is, because your family is quite wealthy, it's your butler. Your butler's name is Tyler.
Who just left to go open the door for me.
Exactly.
Good evening, Tyler.
Good evening. He looks a little perplexed. Do I know you, sir?
No, it's been a while, and I'm a little unkempt. But you're really telling me you don't recognize the child you helped raise?
Sir, I'm not sure what you're doing. It's some sort of a trick or a joke. But, you do have a striking resemblance to Master Yondis.
I am Master Giannis.
I mean, certainly that's... Well, the young master certainly had his ways about his tricks and whatnot. Ha ha. Well, I'll have you know, whoever you are, Tyler Brady is not so easily fooled.
Yeah, Tyler, for once I'm not tricking you. I've genuinely returned.
Very good. I hope he paid you well before he left. Listen, it's too difficult of a day for his parents for me to allow this trick to go on any further. To have tricked me, very good. Good game.
What's happened with his parents?
Well, that is between him and his parents. But they've only seen their son leave. So, let us not make this day any more difficult.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll... Perhaps it is too late. Maybe I should come back another day.
Perhaps, or perhaps not, sir. His father was never one for jokes, and his mother not much herself either.
Tell me,
He did pay you before he left, yes?
do I look like I have money?
Well, you certainly didn't smell that way, sir, but if you are upset and you would like to gather his coin, I'm sure if you head out now, you might be able to catch his
It's
caravan.
like to be on the other end of it. It's incredible. Sorry, say that again.
Sir,
His caravan. He just left.
I'm going to have to fetch the guard if you don't leave now.
Wait, I'm sorry. What
Good day, sir, he says, and
what month is
goes
it?
to shut the door. As a confused, drug-addled person's like calling out weird questions to this man. Do you try to stop him shutting the door or no?
I'm going to. Yes, I'm going to. I just need to. For some reason, I closed roll 20. So hold on.
Remember how he's not that smart? I agree. Messi is not.
What do you mean? No, of course not. Also, this is Yondis, guys. Just to
yeah,
clarify.
yeah. Sorry. Dexterity check to catch the door, but honestly, dexterity save.
Hold on.
Sorry, but it's
Hold on.
the DC's 7.
There you go. Got it.
Get your foot there in
Well,
time
I don't even need to do that.
because we're still waiting for your computer to load.
No, because this has gone on long enough. He's gonna charm him.
Problem is, you have to be able to catch them and you have to be able to see them. So you have to stop the door first. Then you can charm them.
Okay. Dex save.
Please and thank you. And fail.
And you said it was a 7?
Ah,
Okay, 18.
I was kind of hoping you roll a natty 1 and fail.
I have a +6.
I just realized that when you
I guess a
rolled.
1 in 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, you unfortunately, darling, you unfortunately fail. So you no, you succeed. You put your foot in the way and you cast charm on him. And he stops and he's like, I gets the joke now. It's clever. Very clever.
Yeah, it's funny. Tell me, how long ago did Yondis leave?
I wasn't counting the hours, sir. I think it was
So it hasn't
before
even been a
noon.
day. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna insight check to see if I know if he's telling the truth or not.
I mean, you just don't believe him, flat out. You just don't believe him.
Okay.
Because this is Yondis, not Elijah. He has no reason to believe anything like that would even make sense.
That's true. You're right. Okay. Okay. Now I think you're the one telling the jokes here, Tyler. Where are my parents? Why are you making me wait outside?
Master, what's your name, sir?
I'm actually Yondis.
Master, actually, Yondis. Again, a clever name. I do appreciate it. I'm not sure where your
Thanks.
parents are, but Yondis's parents, they're inside and trying to settle down for the evening. I imagine.
Could you do me a could you do me a
Mistress.
favor and,
He leans back.
bring his father out here? I just need to have a word. It won't be long. I promise if you entertain this, I won't bother you any longer.
It would certainly give him an opportunity to get away from his wife. You know she's at the bottom of a bottle or two. He says
I'm well aware.
as he opens the door wide to let you in.
Oh, great. I'll go into the lobby.
Yeah, the waiting room.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like you remember fond memories as a child being mischievous here with your sibling and so on and so forth. But overall, it's like this is a room for guests and strangers, not a room for you to be in. But then again, here you are, standing there, knowing two things. One, this is awkward as all's hell. And two, if you know your brother, he's probably watching you. You guys remember the hole that you put inside the portrait of your great-grandmother? Hated that woman when you were younger. He probably can see you through there if he's being nosy.
He'll Yondis will shoot a quick glance to that particular painting.
Because your
And,
brother's how old again? Very young. 3-ish?
Very young.
4-ish?
I'd have to actually look here. I think I was 16 or 17 when they had him, and Yondis is early 20s now. So
No.
because they
No,
waited.
you were 20 when they had him. Because remember,
Well,
weren't you
I
met
thought it was 18 is when
at 20?
20. Okay, so I was 19 or 20 then. Yes, when they had him, and now I'm early 20s. So yeah, probably 3 or 4.
Okay. It's 3 or 4 years old. And honestly, your character probably wouldn't remember either. Because your life seems strangely different right now. So you think that they're probably watching you.
Just looking at the well, of course, looking at the painting, retcon that I taught him Thieves' Cant, or a couple things in Thieves' Cant.
Sure.
And
I
I
just makes sense.
pass a quick message, that just says something like "Hi brother," just something like that. Hi brother.
So, I mean, something as simple as hi, brother, and since you probably said something like that to him either earlier today or yesterday, he obviously would know what it means. And so you can roll me a perception check.
Okay. Come on.
You don't notice any
Why do
response.
I even fucking play D&D? Holy shit.
You should just DM, hide your dice, always be good.
Oh, and at 20. Oh, okay.
I was rolling bad too. It's a bad day.
Right.
No arena.
So there'd be no response, and he'd assume maybe it's too late. Maybe my brother's already in bed,
Maybe.
and he'll a little bit disappointed, but he'll continue waiting for Tyler to bring my father in the room.
Okay. A bit of time passes. Your father likes to keep guests waiting, especially if they're unannounced, unexpected, and unwanted.
Ugh.
So, of course, time passes. It was already about 10 o'clock when you came calling to the door. It's now about 11 o'clock. When finally, Mr. Brady starts making his way down, and Tyler says, Master Actualiandus, he says, chuckling to himself for a moment. as he's thinking to himself, like, funny name.
Fuck.
He's like, Yondas's father. He'll be joining in a moment. He had something he needed to finish. If you don't mind a seat, he'll join you. Would you like to have a beverage or something while you're waiting?
So I've already been waiting an hour at this point.
Not quite an hour.
Or I'm about to wait. Okay.
It's probably
so
been about
almost an
45
hour.
minutes, 50 minutes.
Okay. I know my charm runs off in an hour. Can I recast it now to refresh that hour?
I mean, you can try.
Okay, I'll try.
Like, Tyler Brady, stand there while I wash the poka la 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 la. He goes,
He'll say, "Do you have the the vat wood?" And he'll like gesture to him as he casts the spell.
like, deflated the
You have the
balls.
charm person spell.
So anyways, you cast a spell on him. And, obviously it would relapse the duration. He says, the beverage you'd like, sir?
How about my father's favorite? There's a cabinet near the pantry. Has a half bottle he's been saving. You mind if I just have a small amount of that?
He looks a little
I believe it was called. I believe it was a rum. 22 years.
He looks
He always gestured.
a little.
It was around the year time I was born. Sorry.
No, you're fine. He looks a little perplexed as I was trying to talk over you. My apologies. He looks a little perplexed and he says, indeed, he was saving it for a special occasion.
His son's returned.
Unfortunately, his son's departure. The bottle's not there. It's upstairs with him.
Ah, is there any left?
I imagine so. Not a cause for too much celebration, I'd hope.
Could you tell him I specifically requested that bottle?
I don't think he'd be impressed. Nonetheless, I have another in the basement.
Supposed to be charmed. Or are you supposed to think that's funny? Okay, sure. Yeah, the one from the basement, of course. Yeah.
He's Tyler Brady. He's awkward, especially in interviews.
15 years, not 22, but yeah, it's fine.
So he goes downstairs and gets the other bottle and pops it open. No. And gets it for you.
Pops it twice. That's
A bit. He broke off some of the cork. He had to get the thing to,
oh no,
bits in there.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Ew.
Anyways,
I'll filter it through my teeth.
like if it's like a $3 bottle of wine, I'll just throw it away. But if it's like, a $7 bottle of wine or more, I'm gonna drink it. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways,
Just a little bit of cork won't kill you.
yeah, right. I just poop it out. So he eventually comes down the stairs.
Unless it corks it up,
You see your father walking down the stairs. He looks exactly as he did, as you remember.
Yep.
When you left.
So when Yondis is waiting, he's relaxing in a chair or a couch or something, and when his father starts approaching, he'll stand up and because his father was always a little bit of a teach the rules kind of a guy, heritage, noble family. He'll stand appropriately as a greeting, and he'd bow a little bit, like nod. Sorry to disturb you so late.
You did. What's your purpose? Why are you here? What are you selling,
I know it's been a
urchin?
while. Not selling anything.
Tell me, what goods do you bring from the streets? What cave did you find this wondrous artifact from? Perhaps deep in a desert. Stop wasting my time, boy. Speak up.
I don't have any artifacts.
Then I
anymore.
imagine you
Anyway,
will
I sold
not
them.
lose your title of Metahina. You have wasted my evening, and so some of my life. Goodbye.
I'm not a Metahina, father.
His eyes narrow. You can see he's shooting daggers at you. He's got that lockjaw look that you've seen him use before. when he's drawn the belt. Except you see that as frightening as it was for you as a child, it seems to look more dangerous now.
So I didn't write down a name for my brother, but he would say, I haven't been a Medahina since my brother was born, but he'd say his name.
Roll.
Do you want to make up a name?
An insight check. And Sinatra Girl can make up your brother's name.
Okay. Sinatra, make it nice, please.
Yeah, well, if it's a terrible name, I'll just ignore it and give it to Bolita instead. And so.
Oh, Pog, 16.
Oh, I am so sorry. You get to roll that with advantage. It's your daddy.
Okay. We'll see if I roll shit. A non-natural 20. Look at that.
Look at that. You see that as you said, the bit about your brother's name and whatnot, his hand calmly and gently slides down to its side. Almost seems to, for somebody else, they might just think he was changing the way he was standing, changing his posture, so on and so forth. But you know that there's a flap, and there's and his coat that he wears is around the house, like his comfortable robe that he wears around the house. It's kind of like a dress attire. Where he always keeps a wand there or a rod. You're not entirely sure. You've never been able to see it work. But you know he's always had it there as a defense, especially if somebody comes calling to the house late in the night. You know that this is a threatening posture. Somebody else might not get it, but you do. Sinatra Girl, I think, left. So since Sinatra Girl seems to be gone, Bolita, you get to come up with one. He says to you in a cool and threatening tone, you will leave now, or you will not leave. I imagine others will not notice you're missing.
Don't name him Ethan. What the fuck? We already have an Ethan in this campaign somewhere. I don't remember where.
It's like 6 of them.
Not trying to break the tension. Sorry.
Marco.
So Yondis would, because he's being persistent, is going to kind of adjust himself so that he's in a position, like put his weight on his back foot, kind of like lean back with maybe his arms not straight at his side, but like a little bit lifted. And he'd say, I've never seen you use it. I'm not the same boy that left all those months ago. I don't want to fight you, Dad. Especially because I don't have a weapon.
Do me a favor. Roll me initiative.
Oh, shit. I haven't leveled, right? This is still level 5, Yondis?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, that's advantage. Does it actually roll with advantage? No. All right, we're good.
Did you have advantage for some reason? No, you got rid of all your old magic items.
No, I got nothing.
So anyways, yeah, you I actually get to roll as well. I do not have a modifier like you do, but I can probably easily roll better.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't. You get to act first.
You wanna? Oh, you can.
You can see
right, cool.
You see the basic movements in his torso and his shoulder. He's clearly going to draw whatever item it is in his flap out.
Okay. So he'll take the dodge action. And he'll say, I never found the crystal, and you never told me what it was. Just to try to break it off. He's trying to break it up. And that's it.
Do me a favor, roll me a persuasion check with that statement, sir.
Do I luck this? I can't hit a 20, so no, I won't.
I mean, 20 is not the only number that matters.
Well, All right. How much luck do we have? I don't want to waste.
I'm
all
surprised
my
you
luck.
didn't give yourself the bardic inspiration before you went in there. I mean, or you could have at least given yourself this before you went in.
I totally forgot. Daelric is a boomer. I'm trying to remember all my stuff that I have. Did I? Oh yeah, I do have that. Just going through real quick. Have that anymore. Okay. 15. I'm gonna take the 15.
You happy with the 15?
I'm happy with the 15. Abusive Snaga saying to luck it. This is important. Snaga, you're right. I'm gonna luck it. 17.
Okay. You give him a bit of pause, and he says, "So you're the one that took it." And he takes a half step back as he quickly draws the wand, rod, whatever it is, from his hand, and points it at you, and then starts to cast a spell. Sorry, and it casts a spell. Unfortunately, the spell that comes rolling at you, the spell that comes from the wand or rod or whatever it is in your father's hands, it is not a very pleasant one. You can see a beam of thin green light comes flashing from this thing, extremely fast. You, sir, can roll a dexterity save with advantage because you took the dodge action. Are you happy with your 13? Because that's not a very high number.
I have 2 luck left. I'm taking it. Take a look. 16.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. My dad's trying to kill me.
You dodge out of the way as this flash of green light hits the door behind you and the door frame behind you, turning them instantly into ash and dust. Just nothing. Completely disintegrated.
Holy shit.
Behind you. He takes another quick two steps back and aims his hand up high, and his arm is up high, but aims it lower down at your chest and says, "I will not miss next time. You will leave my house. The door is not, the way is not blocked. Now is your opportunity."
Okay. Can I take? I gotta check. Does the rogue cunning action, putting it in here, does it let me bonus action just for disengage or hide? So not dodge.
No, not dodge. I used to think that a long time ago.
But I can use
I thought it was dash, dodge, and disengage. Oh man,
Yeah.
was there a broken character in my first 5e game?
Yeah. For my movement action, if I don't move, I can dodge, or is that an action? Just an action.
Hold on. You can use your action to dodge.
I can't use my movement to dodge.
Correct.
It has to be an action.
Correct.
Okay. So I can't cast a spell and take the dodge action. Okay. Unless I had my haste dagger with me, which of course I don't.
It dodges until the start of the next turn. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Okay.
Messi, do me a favor since you saw what that did. Roll me an Arcana check because your character is really trained in it.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I'm not proficient in it. 13.
13's fine enough for me to tell you this, because as a spell that's so iconic, you would be familiar with it from stories. This is the damage that spell would do if it were to hit you.
Oh god. I'm still level 5 me, so I can't take a lot of damage. That would kill me. That would instantly kill me. No, close. That would almost instantly kill me. What
do you mean by almost? That would instantly kill you.
Well, 38. Doesn't have to be double?
Oh, is it? Double in a single hit? God, 5e is so nice. Yeah, you need what, 30?
A single hit, I believe.
So you would need, what would that be? 4? Oh, you're 2 points off. You're 2 health points
Yeah.
away from instant death.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Okay. Great. So I'm fast. I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I'm gonna run around my own house. I know it pretty well. So I'm going to. I'm gonna move 30. Thank you. It's still gonna kill me. I'm gonna move 30 to go into a different room that's attached to this main room, and I'm gonna go to. As I'm running out of the room, I'll shout.
So you dodge, move, and dash.
Huh? I don't need to dodge.
Well,
Just
because you can move and dash, and you can also dodge, but you don't
I
have.
don't need to go 60 feet. I'm gonna go 30 feet into a different room so he can't see me, and then I was going to say something, and then cunning action to hide in that room somewhere that I would know, because this is my fucking house.
So you would clearly choose the room that you think you'd be able to lose your dad in. Okay.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's one of those things where it's not like he can't see you going, right? Like he's gonna clearly, even though rounds are like your turn, my turn, your turn. In the real world, you turn, start running, he turns and chases after you.
Yeah.
And as he does so,
true.
he actually calls at the top of his lungs, guards. So you go to run to go into that room. You could attempt to hide if you would like. You think you could break ties. First thing I would need from you is an acrobatics check to try to break line of sight for a moment, and then I'd need a stealth check with disadvantage.
Are there guards in the room running into?
No guards live in your house. He's calling out for them to come from outside. And you know there's a lot of guards in the wealthy district.
Why don't I... Can I hide as an action? I could dash and move 60 feet and then hide?
Yeah, there, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. So twice as far. Does that change any of my DCs
I
here?
won't make you, because you're moving much quicker than he can and more acrobatically. So your acrobatics check is going to be with advantage, and your stealth is going to be without disadvantage.
Okay. Oh god, I hope I don't fail.
Okay.
21, I like that.
So you definitely are able to break his line of sight and get into a room.
And then stealth. Yes, thank God.
For narrative purposes, choose the room that you ran and hid into and what you hid inside that your father wouldn't know.
So my father spends a lot of time in his bedroom and in his study. He doesn't spend a lot of time in the kitchen because that's where the help is and the butler, and they cook all the food. Sometimes my mom goes in there to get drunk, but my dad doesn't spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So maybe if there is... I'm trying to think of what in a kitchen other than a cabinet. Or the oven. I'll hide in the oven. That's such a good idea. Maybe there's a... Oh my god. I'm trying to think of what a rich person's house looks like. I'm struggling here.
I hear you on that one, man. So I think I've been in one or two.
Help me out, Daelric. You're the DM.
So what do you? So you go running into the kitchen. There's pantries in there. There's cabinets and so on and so forth that are going to be large and massive and whatnot. And don't forget, it's not like modern days where everything's made out of plywood and veneer put on top of it. Everything's made out of solid, like oak or something like that. So you can hide inside any sort of cabinet or whatever that you like.
So you went inside the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Upstairs kitchen or downstairs kitchen?
First floor.
Down.
Okay. So you could go in the dumbwaiter and ride it up to the upstairs kitchen.
Go.
Do dumbwaiters exist?
Yeah. You are one.
No, in this
Yeah.
time period. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Great.
Dumbwaiters go back way, way long ago.
Can I fit in could a full-grown
cavemen
parent
had
fit in a
dumbwaiters, too.
dumbwaiter?
Yeah, you get pretty compact.
Okay, I'll hide in the dumbwaiter, and while I'm running in there, I'll say, well, yeah, while he's running away,
You imagine the dumbwaiter, you take the roof off of it real quick, like you crack up the roof.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
it's a good idea. Hide in the shaft. Okay.
I mean, there could be a dumbwaiter that goes down to the cellar with alcohol.
Could go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go up though to the second floor because I want to be up there for RP. So as he's running really fucking fast out of the room, he'll shout, "You know, Father, you taught me to play an instrument that Nobles don't typically learn to play, as he runs away. And now he's, in his mind, he's like, the only way I can show my father that this is me is if I'm playing a stupid fucking game with him. That's the only thing he knows I do. So that's what he's going to try to do, is he's going to try to make his father really mad.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I like it.
Pretty good
I'll take
roll.
Do you want to modify that?
Nope.
So you go into the dumbwaiter, you go running up the stairs saying your stupid thing.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as you're going up, you said you're going up the thing. The help, as you go running in through the bursting through the room or whatever's in there, because obviously they're preparing for like whatever ridiculous meal they're going to be making tomorrow. You have to do lots of prep the night beforehand.
Whoops.
So anyways, he comes, whether or not he comes to the area, you're not sure. So you go upstairs. The dumb raider would feed you into the second floor. Where do you go from there?
Is my brother up here?
If he is, he would probably be in his bed at this time of night. It's 11 o'clock.
No, he's not. There's no way he's in his bedroom. I'll go to...
He's don't forget, he's a little after 3. Between 3 and 4, that's pretty young.
I'll go to Yondis's bedroom.
Okay. You make your way to Yondis's bedroom. Roll me a perception check.
Thank God.
You actually notice that your father seems to have kind of like, at one point in time, he must have realized that you went upstairs, clearly several steps behind, because 1, you ran faster than him. 2, you did a ridiculously good hide check, so he wasn't able to figure out where you were right away. But eventually, when you put 2 and 2 together, as you're popping into Yondis's room, you can hear him looping up the stairs. So maybe you heard your steps from downstairs above in the ceiling, or maybe he just assumed he'd be up here, but you know that he's coming up the stairs as you're going into Yondis's room. It literally looks like exactly as it did about a year ago when you left it that night. I mean, you can still see the clothes that you thought you might want to bring, but decided, nah, that'd be dumb to bring. I mean, it's so hot out right now. It's springtime. Everything's exactly as you left it.
It's autumn. Great. Did I leave myself a dagger?
No, you would have brought your shit with you, man. Remember you had that dagger you stabbed somebody with?
That's right. Man, I'm running around my own fucking house. I don't know what's in it.
Sound like a stoner.
I'll open the window and hide in the closet.
Open the window? I'm confused. You open the window,
I'll make him think that...
Two different things. Gotcha. Open the window, you go hide in the closet. I understand. So the window and you go into the closet, you shut the door real quick. Because you are so far ahead of him, stealth with advantage.
Okay. Is there a banjo in this closet?
No.
That'd be so fun. I'll take a 21.
Okay. So you go in.
I just hope he doesn't fucking obliterate me.
You hide into the closet. A few moments later, you could hear the footsteps rushing along the hall and stopping outside the door. You hear the door.
Can I prep an action?
Creak open. What's your prepared action for?
If he opens the closet, I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Okay.
Tackle him.
Okay. You hear 4 footsteps as he comes walking into the room. You hear a little bit of swaying as he's probably turning and looking this way and that way inside the room. You don't hear any more footsteps at this point. Time passes. 1 minute. 2 minutes.
Can I prepare additionally that if I hear him start walking out of the room, I grapple him?
You have to open your door, identify where he is, and run across the room and go get him.
Well, I'm assuming I would hear him walking and know where he is. But yeah. All right. I'll just wait for the door to open because I know it's about to.
You
He's too good at hide and seek.
Eventually, you hear more footsteps. And you hear somebody say, Master Layton, I heard you were calling for aid. Indeed I was. Sir? Is there something in this room? I believe there is. I believe there's a rat in here. If you can have it disposed of, I appreciate it. I'm in the middle of an important meeting. And he turns and you can hear him walking out as you hear like heavily loud thunking boots and the chinking of armor walking in. 4 feet walking in, 2 feet walking out. What do you do now, buddy?
Son of a bitch. I'm stuck in the closet. I'm trapped in the closet.
Like R. Kelly?
Yeah, exactly like R. Kelly. Hey, great idea. You ready?
You pee on them?
I make a rat scree by in the corner of the room opposite me.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I know how to make a rat noise. Give me 1 second. My mouse got weird. Stop doing that, stupid mouse. Here we go. Here's your rat noise.
Don't take my BP.
Sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you make a rat noise, screech from behind you. It's actually really good. It's smart. I actually have to make a because it's the sound and intelligence check to identify, because they are guards. They have investigation as a trained skill.
And I'll make it run out the window.
I think it's sight or sound, right? Double.
Is it one or the other?
I believe so, unless you're an illusionist.
Sight
Double check.
or an image of an object. Okay, then maybe I just make the image of a rat run out the window.
Damn it. One guy rolled garbage. Oh! Come on! They believe it's legit a rat. One of them's like, oh, it sees it, and one guard's like, did he really mean a rat? I don't know. Go get it. I'll look around. And the other one goes, fuck, it went out the window. And you literally hear a man starting to fucking climb out a window. After he's like clambers at the window and you can hear him finally get to the other side, he's like, seriously? Like calling back in the window. He's like, just get the fucking rat. And the guy's like now making his way precariously along a rooftop outside the window, leaving you inside of it.
Is the other guy looking out the window to talk to him?
He probably was for a moment, but would have ended by now.
He's searching the room
Now,
again?
usually for you to have done that illusion you did, you have to have seen where it was going. But this is your goddamn bedroom where you lived your entire life. You could have.
There's cracks in the closet.
You could. No, you kidding me? This is quality stuff. You could. You could visualize it in your mind, of course. What do you do, sir?
I appreciate that. So one of them's out the window, one of them's still in the room. Right?
Correct.
I'm assuming I know the guard's voice.
Oh, actually, that's a really good question. Why don't you roll me an intelligence check for memory?
Okay.
Nobody's giving you Winifred's wisdom like they gave to Tyler. They just don't like you as much.
That's fine.
But you're crushing it,
roll
unlike
19.
Tyler. By the way, I did actually have to refund something to Oklo. He had spent an expensive thing earlier.
Oh, for me? To fuck me over?
No, to help Tyler earlier. It didn't get needed. Tyler, that's music on top of music for us.
I can't hear music. So.
Tyler, what should I do? I'm so fucking scared. My tide's gonna blow me up into little bloody beasts.
It
need to
seems like
talk to
he's
him.
just gonna burn you. I mean,
You'll
honestly,
find
I can't help you.
You son of a bitch.
There you go.
I'm winging
mean-
everything right now.
You are.
If
I
that's not
can't roll
clear.
worth shit. You rolled crappy to begin with, and then got the good rolls that were waiting for you.
I'm gonna miss real soon. I'm gonna miss a roll and just explode.
I'd be laughing if you exploded. So, anyways, all right. So yeah, you what do you do for your turn? I'm sorry.
If one of them's out the window and the other one's in the room, Do I know his voice at a 19?
Oh, 19 was your intelligence check. Thank you. Actually, unfortunately, you're not sure who this guard is.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like it's the same 2 guards that patrol the entire streets and whatnot. So they did spend a lot of time.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay.
You also would have allowed yourself to get into trouble in different districts of the city, because can't be too close to home.
Does he have a sword at his side or out?
You can't see him.
Well, let me peek the closet open a little bit. Hopefully it's well oiled.
You actually would know whether or not it was with a simple intelligence check.
I'm a dumb character. I'm gonna fuck this up. Oh my, that's such a stupid 20. God damn it, what a waste.
You actually know 2 things. Sorry, 3 things. The left door is squeaky. The right door is not. But more importantly, you actually have a little hidden catch, like a little hidden hatch where you could quickly store something inside the bottom back of the closet with a little a release catch that's there without opening the closet door. So in case you had to quickly hide something from your parents, though obviously opening a huge door and shutting it, happens to be on the same side that the window's on. If you open that little catch, you might be able to get a glimpse of where the other guy is.
Let's do it.
Just a little door. No, the sleight of hand to open the door and advantage on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to roll because I can't beat that. A natty 20 is an automatic success. Because I get a +4 on my roll, so I just fail. So you actually are able to open up the catch and are able to look out and see.
Actually, if you roll a 20, that would be an automatic success because we do crit fails and success.
Oh, that's right. All right.
It's true.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Shouldn't have said it, but
It's all right.
Doesn't matter. That's right. I'll work through all my bad dice. I'll go boil. So you
just to kill me.
able to look out there, and you see that he's across.
Perception?
He's across the room, and he literally is over at the bed, at the moment, and he does have a sword out. He has a bastard sword out, and he's literally is going towards the bed, and he's got the sword raised up like he's about to stab through the goddamn mattress. So if somebody's underneath it, they get fucking impaled.
Then I gotta get out. Okay.
But
and
you're not in the mattress
is he
though.
face towards me? Is he face towards me?
No, his side, because he's over by the mattress. You're in the
Let me
closet.
sneak out.
So you want to try
I'm
to
gonna
stealth?
try to
You do not have
he's
advantage
stabbing my mattress.
on this at all. As a matter of fact, because you're gonna try to slip out and everything. Unfortunately, it's not a very big room. You have disadvantage
Well,
on this roll.
I know the closet that's not squeaky. So
Correct. That'll affect the DC.
okay. How about this? The guy that's out. There's a guy out the window, chilling on the roof, looking for a fucking rat that doesn't exist. This guy is about to stab a bed. Why don't I try to put this man to sleep?
Man.
He's parent. Why don't I try to? Minor
You
illusion.
guys see how excited I got for a second? I was like, he's gonna try to put a parent to sleep.
Minor illusion, a little squeak, of like a no from under the bed. While I sneak out.
So you go, no, and he's like, yes, and you you make your stealth check, and since you distracted a place where he already is and all that stuff, I will allow you to roll without disadvantage.
Do I still fuck it up?
No, you
21.
didn't.
Do you want to?
I'll take a 21.
Do you
I
want
don't
to
even.
modify that just in case? Because technically I can beat that.
I'm gonna take the 21
All right.
and regret it.
Here comes the
Sorry,
natty
Viking.
20.
I can't Viking. If he gets a natty 20, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, but now I can roll way less than that.
Fuck. He had Daddy's dice too, so
Yeah.
kind of fucked.
You know, Lock.
Okay.
Fuck. No,
Well, what are you
nice
gonna
Viking.
do? It's just a bastard sword. I'll be all right.
You start walking out the door, and you literally slip out. It doesn't creak. It's not even the slightest whisper of a noise as you open up the closet door. You get your first foot out the door. You lift up your second one. You know which floorboard's creaky. You avoid it. You start making your way along. Stabs into the bed. Motherfucker, he says as he pulls the sword out. You make a couple of quick steps. You stop and hide behind the door. The doorway itself to leading out of your bedroom. You wait as he pulls the sword out. And he's like, "Ugh." Puts the sword, kind of like leans it on stabs it a bit into the floor itself. God damn it, that floor's expensive. Leans against the mattress and start in all of his heavy armor, lowering himself down to look under the bed to see if there's anything there.
Very cool.
You take a moment. You wait until he's crouched low. He's in his heavy ass armor. And you start slipping slowly out the door. And then, as you're going to do so, you think for half a moment you heard a footstep in the hallway. You duck back quickly into the door, bumping into the door behind you. He hears the creaking. He kind of like lazily looks back that way since he was looking underneath the bed and sees you there. What the fuck? What do you do?
I guess I
Sword's
have to
not in
roll
his hand.
initiative.
Yeah, what do you, I mean, you can run. Run away. Oh! Ay, 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 ay!
Okay.
What is it?
Oh
I mean, if he's
God.
down, he's prone, and his sword is stabbed into the ground.
Yeah, I can't wield a bastard sword though. Even if I get to it first, he's gonna kick the shit out of me. My strength's too low. He'll fucking grapple me.
Jump on top of him, knock him flat on his stomach, and then jump out the window.
Were the other guys waiting for me? I don't think so. I'm gonna run down the hall to my father's study. You know what? Why don't I run down to where my mom usually day drinks or night drinks, whatever time of day it is, wherever she's drinking now. Run to my mom's room.
She drinks in so many places. You're not sure where he is.
I know, it's insane. All right, I'll run to.
Run out in the hallway. Mom! Mom!
Mommy!
I'll run to the studio. I'm just naming shit.
Your baby boy is home here for you too.
My mother's art studio room.
Sure. So you're gonna run to mommy. You're not gonna try daddy anymore. Cool. So he's like, "Fuck it,
Trying
I'm
to blow
out."
me up.
And you're going to double dash.
Yep.
Okay. So you're just
Make
like
a lot of noise.
deuces as you go running down the hallway. It's one of those things too.
Meet.
You know the you know the room so well. It's one of those things that as you go running down the hallway, where the hallway almost has like a zigzag spot, you kind of like run full on into like the corner piece, put your hands and you kind of like clip the corner, and you did like a spin, like a juke spin sort of a thing, like in football, rolling around the corner and continue running. You full on shoulder into another door and hit the stairs and run up to the next level to get to where your mother's studio is. It's best lighting on the 3rd floor. And so you are running up to get to the studio, and you finally stop with your hand on the doorknob for where her studio is. You're pretty sure she's in there, but you don't know. Do you open it? Do you go in?
I open it. I go in.
You open it? You go
I'm
in?
going to change my mind.
You open it? You go in? To find a very shocked mother and a very familiar gnomish woman sitting in that room.
Fuck. Uh-oh. I will straighten my posture. Say, good evening, mother. What is her title?
Is it
mayor?
wait, hold on. Is it gnomish or Fue?
Is it, you're talking about the mayor?
No, I'm talking about your backstory.
Yeah, that's... I don't know what you're looking for. Try bio and info. Might help. Are you looking at my bio info right now? What are you looking at?
Mm-hmm. Bioinfo.
Oh. It's possible it didn't get copied down.
Been a year of real life. It's hard to remember all this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a gnome, wasn't it? She then disappeared and Thieves Guild beat Yondas and robbed them all of his items. And went by.
Oh yeah. I don't think we specifically gave her a race. Don't remember. I don't think it was a gnome. Definitely don't think it was a gnome. It might have been a fouet. You poke yourself in the eye, Tyler? That's so fucking embarrassing.
Not my eye.
I'm pretty sure she was a gnome.
Eyebrow.
I'm pretty sure she was a gnome. I'm almost positive. Okay, cool. Pretty sure it's a gnome.
Okay, well then he wouldn't say mother. How are you doing? Because I thought it was the mayor. I thought he was trying to be polite. Yeah, so he'd run in and see the two there. And he'd say, Marquise? Mother? Dude, I mean, obviously they're shocked.
Yeah,
Say
she
anything.
goes, who are you? And your mother goes, Yondas?
Finally, someone recognizes me in this godforsaken place. But what are you doing with her?
Yondas, what happened to you?
Well, I've been on the road for almost a year now.
That makes no sense. What happened to you?
Yep, everyone keeps joking about how I left less than a day ago. Okay, it's not funny.
Yondas, she left this morning.
No, I didn't. I left in the spring.
You left this morning. It is the spring.
It's not the spring.
Yes. It is.
But it was snowing on my way here. It snowed in autumn, which is strange, but it definitely wouldn't snow in the spring. The hell?
I don't
And you're saying I left this morning?
know what you've experienced. But I know my son.
You know, father tried to kill me.
Your father has problems.
Well, we all do. But again, you're dodging the question here. What are you two doing here today together? You're supposed to be in Vala. He points to Marquise.
You're supposed to be heading to Vala. How are you here and why do you look so different?
I'm back. Didn't see ya.
No, this isn't you changed your outfit and rubbed a little mud in your face, so clearly that's true too. You are different. You've killed.
And he'll look like he's very uncomfortable having them say that and both staring at him. That he starts avoiding eye contact and he's like, what does it matter?
How much time has passed since you left here?
Almost a year. I was coming back for the winter.
Did you break it?
No, I just, well, to be honest with you, I had a near-death experience twice, and I've given up finding it.
You didn't break the crystal.
Not me.
You gave up.
I haven't
You gave
seen
up
it
fight. You haven't
since-
seen it.
I haven't seen it since the day it was taken from me by her.
She looks over at the other one. Roll an insight check.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's not I forgot she's my tutor. Well, 19.
You happy with your 19?
I'm happy with the 19.
Says, so you look at her. She looks conniving, like she's hiding something.
My mother does?
No, Marquis.
Marquise does? Okay.
So she looks over at her and she says, I did exactly as I was told. You don't believe her.
When I was in a port in, let me open the map.
Zatishk?
Probably. It's so
Zatishk.
tiny. When I was in a port in Zatishk.
That's over here. That's Zatishk.
I gotta look at the stream.
Zatishk.
That's where the big lake was with the slime, right?
No, that was, the slime was over here. That's, Hodgwen had the slime.
Yeah, no. Was it?
You had to go through the slimy area to go over into the big lake and then go up north to Lvov and Zatishk.
I don't remember where I was. That I stayed a night somewhere and I was given a beer that I drank that was poisoned and I had to eat the wax. I don't remember what port that was.
Either Lvov or
But he'll
Zatishk,
say-
one of those two, but go ahead.
Okay, he'll say I was in a port, and I left the room. My drink was refilled, and I drank it, and I took the letter that was left with it. Got back to my room, realized you had poisoned me, and that the wax was the antidote. Now tell me, when was that set into motion? Because you almost killed me.
The mother, your mother who is listening to the story, turns and looks at her and narrows her eyes and says, poison? Was poison necessary? It was a test. It was another task for him to overcome, of course, she says. And your mother says, we never discuss the use of poison. And gets a bit venomous.
You sent me on a scavenger hunt?
Yondas, please. Mother's talking. Who gave you permission to use poison? I was told that I needed to do what was necessary to make sure that he learns the valuable lessons. That's what I was instructed to do. You know that you were being a bit gratuitous with that. You were trying to eliminate the competition. It's I would never do such a thing. As a matter of fact, this accusation, I find it appalling. I do not appreciate it, and I don't know if I want to continue with our bargain. She says, and starts to stand up and back away. And your mother also starts to rise. She looks different in the way that she's addressing this woman than your mother typically does. You've certainly seen her be upset when you boys and when you got as a child got into trouble and whatnot, you and your friends, but nothing like her posture and everything now. You can see the way that Marquise is, well, backing away. She seems a bit intimidated. She says, where did you put it? Where did you hide it? She's like, I hid it where you asked me to. It was meant to be a difficult hunt for him. Where did you hide it? My boy should have been able to find it in all of that time. If he wasn't able to discover where it was hidden, well, perhaps he wasn't meant to. You set him up for failure, didn't you? Again, I do not appreciate these accusations. I'll stay here no longer. She says, reaching into the fold of her jacket. I don't know if you choose to do anything.
Well, first, can I insight to see if she was lying when she said that I hit it where I was supposed to? But then it sounds like, yes, of course, that she was lying because my mom called her out on it. So she's reaching for her pocket, and she's not Perrin, correct?
If you're gonna cast a spell, I was gonna say 2 things. We cast your spell. 1, could you roll the initiative real quick to make sure you act first? And 2, do you want to cast it as a higher level? Because I know you just go click.
I can't. Oh, that's definitely a 20. What? Oh, whatever.
That is funny that
That was a
happened.
20. I don't have any higher level spell slots because I'm still level 5. So.
Oh, that's just right. Yes, I remember these things.
Did you want to modify your initiative to guarantee that you get to go first? Because this other person is clearly also a roguish character.
Yeah. 2. 17.
And you are out of luck as of right now.
I am. Viking. Every single time I look in chat, someone's telling me to luck. Guys, I can't luck every roll, okay? I'm sorry. I can't.
You do get to go
That one,
first.
Baby, let's go.
You do get to go
I
first.
do?
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
Do I take the 28 I already rolled, or do you want me to roll that again?
No, your 28 is perfectly fine. And your 28 is perfectly fine. And actually, 28 does work. They're not meant to be a very tough, high-level character. So actually, you do cast that, and the person falls asleep. Right there.
How long does that last?
Minute.
Until someone... Oh, let me put it in chat. Oh, that's identified. What am I doing?
Wasting everybody's time.
How do I just put the thing in? 1 minute. Okay. Mother. What's going on?
Yondis. She says, turn around. Her posture and everything changes. She has a bit more of that mother's coo to her. You know what I mean? That's meant to be calming. She walks towards you. And she has kind of like a sway to her, like a motherly look and walk to her. She comes towards you. She says, Yondis, my baby, what happened to you? She holds out her hands to kind of like grab you by like your underneath your chin and like look up.
Yeah. When she gets within arm's distance, he'll start backing up, like, obviously, to keep her from being able to touch him.
Yeah, so she kind of like reaches out and you back up a bit, and she, it's one of those things where you back up so she can't grab you or anything, and you're like, she could see just like a hard look and offense in her eyes as you do that. Yondis, I'd never harm you. You know that, right?
Then what is this? Did you know all along what Marquise was doing?
Before I say anything else, I want you to understand. I love you, Yondis, so deeply. You have a brother. Your legacy is saved. I wanted to make sure that you were going to be able to. You didn't have much of competition as a child. You weren't exactly raised. You didn't have to learn to have that certain edge that gets people ahead. I needed you to grow up. It was meant to be a farce. It was meant to send you on a, as you said, a goose chase. I didn't realize it became more. I didn't realize somebody was going to try to take your life. You never found it.
You mean this whole fucking time that I've been running around? Joined a rebellion, killed people, almost died.
Rebellion? Where?
That's the thing that shocks you?
Just didn't think you had it in you.
And why'd you wait so long? If you wanted to save my legacy, why'd you wait 19 years? Just to make me sweat? Was my whole life a game to you?
Our world is a difficult one. things are strange, but there's always so much anger. Always so much anger inside you. And there's so much pressure in this world to push on, to build a legacy. But you had everything laid before your feet. I didn't want you to just accept what was given to you and ride quietly into a faded portion of history to be forgotten. I wanted you to learn, have that drive to leave your mark. It's why I paid Marquis to find you, to train you, to stage stealing stuff from our family.
Why can't I just live the life I want? Why do I have to make a fucking name for myself? That's more pressure than just... It's close to death.
No, but you...
No, I was close to death. I was traveling with orcs, living in the wilderness. I was almost eaten alive by a meat creature. Is that the legacy you want?
I hate to diminish the horrors that you've experienced. But here you are.
And he'll walk around her, like not taking his eyes off her, like backing up and like walking around her. And he's gonna make his way to Marquise, who's still sleeping.
As you're walking
And,
over there, so like you get maybe a quarter that way, and then she'll say, Yondis, if you never found it, how are you here?
I don't know. And he'll kneel down to Marquise, and without taking his eyes off his mom, because he's very uncomfortable around her, very skittish right now, he's gonna try to grab the thing that Marquise was reaching for before he made her fall asleep.
You reach in, and you grab out the item. It's pretty easy for you to grab that because you saw exactly where her hand was going. She had 3 of them inside there. Little pearls. You've seen these before. It's actually funny enough, you know exactly what they are because it's something that your family has procured. They're from a time before now. Maybe she did actually steal them from your family. Maybe your family sold them to him. Whatever the case may be. They're little pearls that, funny enough, work very similar to how you guys thought Rena's cloak works. You actually can use a pearl as a standard action to smash it on the ground. It's a little puff of smoke, and it allows you to teleport a short distance away. It's great for like a quick little escape, but it's one-time use. There's 3 of them in total.
Yep, I'll take all 3.
Okay.
And he'll say, you should tie her up. We need to figure out where it is. I'm assuming this gem you baited my life for is going to fix this.
I don't know. What I can tell you is this. It was meant to... The family's legacy. Everything that's been built. It's been built by your father.
Well, of course.
No,
He's the mage.
no. It's been built by your father.
And he holds out the balls. These?
No. Before your father, there was your grandfather, yes?
Right.
And your great-grandfather before that.
Yes.
And your great-great-grandfather and so on before that. Your father. He's had it with him this entire time. He's had it with him, keeping him locked in time. an
He's gonna slump to the ground.
an artifact taken from centuries ago.
He took it centuries ago. How old is he?
I'm his wife now.
His true name is Indiana Jones. What? um. Is he even Perrin?
I believe he is. I don't think he could be anything else. Listen. Yes, I did sculpt everything. Modify your life experience. Yes, I know. So that you could have it. So that finally, that ancient and maniacal being could rest the way he's supposed to. And you would have your chance.
Oh my god.
For as long as you would want it.
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna fucking kill me. He's about to wake up.
He's in a meeting. His chamber does not allow for disruptions. No one can hear in, and he cannot hear out. So whatever he does is not disrupted. Without a knock on the door. He doesn't know right now, but if we don't act soon, he will know. Was he aware that you were here?
Yes. He tried to kill me. Blew open the front door. And I told him that I was Yondis and I was looking for the crystal he gave me 10 months ago.
You've said enough. We have other things that we've discovered as a family. Other things we have. If we go down to where many of the supplies are stored, we can get ourselves a salve. We can reshape her face. We can make her look like you. She can wear your clothing. The guards will come and collect Marquis, claiming to be her now, while looking like you who claimed to be Yondis before. They'll think it's a crazed person. It'll solve the problem. It'll close the loop. You then need to remove yourself. We can't have them see you. It'll confuse things further.
And then I go and get the crystal and what? Live my life forever?
It's your life, Yondis.
Doesn't seem like it.
It will. You have time.
Sorry, that was funny.
And with that, we can kind of...
Fuck.
Fuck. Yeah.
So that's why you wouldn't tell me we were doing this week. How long have you been saving that?
I thought you would go home sometime this season. You talked about it, but you had talked about going home a long fucking time ago, like season 2-ish. And I was like, oh, probably maybe season 3 they will. And you never did. So I was like, I was waiting for you to meet your mom.
Well, then I died.
Hashtag blame Tyler.
God damn it. Oh,
No!
shit. He's
Even
Orpheus
Rena
was watching
looks
the whole
incredulous
time.
right now. Look at that. Oh, and she's like, Tyler. She had that look to her. Tyler.
I'm just really upset that my little side thing did absolutely nothing.
Your side thing? Totes nothing.
It explained mole people exist. That's cool. That's good knowledge.
Totes nothing.
Was it really nothing?
Totes nothing. No, nothing happened there. Don't worry about it.
I mean, you did give people from the past a good look at a snake person.
And blood.
And your DNA. And you were rescued by your god, so you know he's real.
Oh, we always knew it was
Right?
real.
Well, now he knows. He's seen it. He knows what he looks like. You got unequivocal proof. Well,
It explained
For
how the
yourself, anyway.
statues work, but I still don't understand how it took me back. The time is confusing me.
well, if we find my gem, maybe we can fix shit. Or, better idea.
Or Yondis finds Ophios again, and Ophios discovers something and kills him.
No, I don't like that. Let's just not talk about what Ophios would do, and just end this episode.
Right. Well, next episode, join us as Elijah. It's funny because you are Yondas, but it says Elijah underneath your name. As Elijah,
It's me. I'm
Rena,
Elijah.
and what was his name? Devosky or something like that. Go hunting for Kudan. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I got nothing else.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Honeysuckle. Oh, awesome. I won't lie. I had a lot of fun. I know you guys had to take turns sitting there for long periods, but I hope it was worth it for both of you, except for the rolls.
Honestly,
Tyler.
my thing, I was just confused the whole fucking time about what
Same.
the hell was going on.
Until the very end, I was very confused.
Unfortunately,
For both of us, actually.
Unfortunately for you, Tyler, yours is a lot of for viewers. They understood a lot of it right off the bat. Like like I wonder how many of them were keen enough to realize when I described you coming out the door that coming out the statue that both the doors were in good shape and that there were candles in there. You know what I mean? That's like, whoa, there were never candles in there before. What, isn't one of those doors all torn up? That's weird. You know, things like that. Like I didn't know if anybody picked up those things.
I didn't even
So,
remember that.
You never saw it. You
You
never saw it.
That's
Was
right.
it dilapidated when Rena and I were down
Not
there?
dilapidated, but there are certainly no candles, and one of the doors was ripped apart. And it was ripped
Reno
apart
tore it apart.
season 1 of Kingmaker, which of course is the oldest show. So it was actually Jake that tore it up in season 1 Kingmaker, like season 1 episode 10 or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a whole world.
No, listen, that was like fucking April last year or May
No,
last
yeah,
year.
that was a long fucking time
A
ago.
long time
I'm
ago.
actually mind blown, but I'm playing
I-
it up as if
I just feel bad because I rolled so poorly, so I got nothing.
I don't know what
Absolutely
Scott
nothing.
did to make me start rolling well,
Were
but
they
I thought it
even
was gonna die.
hobgoblins? Like, I natty won 3 times.
Well, there were other things too, like she was talking about the hate in her and stuff like that. Like that's also a head nod to something that happened in season 3, the end of season 3, Kingmaker. Like there's so many things that are just, yeah. If you,
There was a talk of the Emperor, and I was like, the fuck is
oh
that?
yeah, the Emperor who is
The Emperor who?
seasons 3, 4, and now 5. Well, seasons 3, kind of, and then 5 of Kingmaker. Yep. Sorry. The Throne Keeper's kind of out in its own left field. They get little tie-ins here and there. They don't get as much. So they
I'm just
barely play.
upset.
So
I just hate to think of him going to the past and his blood being captured. How the hell that's gonna affect the present?
good question, man.
What does anything really affect the present? It's kind of always been the present. Think about it.
Well,
So, quick
broke
time paradox
everything.
question. If something that happens in the past affects something that already happened, would that have been
It
changed?
creates an
and we-
altered timeline.
wait, hold on.
So,
Would
yeah,
have to
but
be an
Wait,
alternate timeline.
ask the question.
so
Sorry.
so here's okay. So there's different debates on how this works, but let's say
Depends
Ophios
on the world, but
in the past. Let's say Ophios in the past, right? Encounters an NPC that Kingmaker maybe encountered earlier on in season 1 or season 2 or something. And Ophios in the past injures this person or sends them in a different direction or kills them or incapacitates them in some way, or they couldn't have been in the place and time that they were previously as seen in Kingmaker. So is this now the Kingmaker group you're like, hey guys, just when this happened, this actually didn't happen. This happened instead. Or you're going to be like, no, just things are different now, and you're not sure why. Like, what
It's a
would
really
be
good
your...
question. If and when you come across that scenario, I will answer it. But I don't want to. I don't want to give you a cop out answer. But spoilers, I guess. So I can't really.
Okay, that's
I can't
fine,
really
that's
give
fine.
an answer to that. So.
I get it.
Yeah.
Just some people. What if it was our own campaign? Though?
Yeah, what if you ran into your own
Okay.
self?
Can you run into your own self?
Okay. All right. That's what I want to. Yeah. Okay. I'm asking questions that either you don't know the answer to, or you do know the answer to and can't tell us.
I do know the answer to how I would do it. It's just I have a very specific way. I have very specific ways I like to do time depending on what world I'm playing in, and I can't really say anything more than that because it could ruin the story.
Snogga goes, is Tyler my daddy? Please don't. No.
Tyler goes back in time.
Is that how the mole creates from my
Excuse me, Rosin, not only do I know the answer, but Mathis knows the answer. That's how well I actually, my best friend, Nick, would also be able to answer that question because they know how I do these things. So there are people that would be like, oh, I know exactly how Scott would handle that because they've seen me do that stuff before. So I just won't.
Time to PM Mathis.
Oh, good luck.
I won't. I wouldn't. First of all, he won't respond. Second of all, I won't.
Third off, he wouldn't respond, period.
Well, yeah, that was the first one. That's the first point.
It has to be said twice. It's important to know.
Yeah, that's true. Points 1 and 2 is he won't open it and he won't read it.
All right.
Even if somehow it was opened on his desk, he wouldn't read it. He'd throw it away.
Well,
sorry. Go ahead. End it.
Are you guys ready to bounce out of here? You want to talk about your OnlyFans page there, Tyler?
What?
Yeah, please go ahead, Tyler. Tyler, come on. You were so excited about it earlier today.
I got it for him. https://www.onlyfans.com/floof. That's right. Onlyfans.com/floof.
Somebody probably has that or is going to take that.
I'm going to go take it and just upload pictures of Tyler.
Or is it one O or two? PHLOOF or OFF? How do you spell floof?
We're not going to talk about
Tyler
it. Anyway,
doesn't want you to see the pictures,
but
you
see my stuff. It's just tylerscheid.com. tylerscheid.com. That's where you'll find my only merch.
Floof.
But also I stream on Twitch.
Want a counts link there?
Apocalypto_12. YouTube, Apocalypto12.
Whoa, that's the only place they sell merch? The model, like the molding that you can get at adamandeve.com, that you don't consider that merch? Because it's on a different website?
tylerscheid.com. That's where you'll find the merch. Also, you can find me on my Twitch channel, Apocalypto_12, or my YouTube, Apocalypto12, no underscore. Hopefully more videos will be coming out. I ran into a hiccup and might not have a video this week. A lot of stuff is changing. It's stressful, it's painful, but it's unfortunate it's happening.
Tyler, maybe I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I might want to talk to you about it too. So we'll talk about that soon. All right. Anything you want to say, Messi, before bounce?
Yeah. So sadly, we're not doing the IBL this week. I'm sorry. Possibly not even next week, because Dunce's internet's out because it was taken out from a hurricane or something, and he hasn't been able to get it back yet. And they said it won't be back till the 3rd of September. So kind of screwed. No IBL, but we are in the playoffs, and we're going to go really hard on the content here. You'll probably see us trending. We're going to get millions of views on YouTube.
Wait, who won?
Twitter's going to blow up.
Me.
Who run?
Me.
Rookie of the year. H3 did.
Oh,
he.
Yeah, he Productions.
Okay.
Sorry, bro. You were in there though. You won. Oh, you got defensive player team 2.
I assume you mean Tyler.
Tyler got defensive team 2.
Ooh, did I get bench warmer of the year?
You didn't get shit, Daelric.
All right, that's the way I like it. I don't like poop. Poop is gross. I don't want no poop.
I think Margaret Crone got some stuff though.
Oh yeah?
That's funny.
Maggie's like 3'1".
Yeah. So we have this running joke where we have one person in the
I think she's
IBL.
3'11" or 4 foot even.
Well, 5 foot even, but yeah.
5 foot even.
Yeah.
4'11".
Because Brittany's one inch
We
shorter than
have
her.
we have a running joke where we have one person who's the shortest possible height you can be in the IBO, and we made everyone else by default 1 inch taller than them. So one person is 5'4". That's the lowest you can go in the game. Everyone else is 5'5" or up. So she must be 5'5". Sorry, but yeah, she shoots threes.
Yeah, she's
3-point shooter.
actually pretty good.
Cool. I'm proud of her.
Tyler could beat her up though in real life.
Wow, that's mean, dude. Like that, she's a sweet lady.
Yeah, Maggie's my
well,
friend.
Yeah, like we
Tyler's
like
dad.
we hung out.
Tyler's dad could beat up Maggie's dad. So
Oh, we don't know what Maggie's dad's like. He might be a nice guy too. I think he lives in Texas, like Oklahoma or something.
I heard that Tyler actually is way more popular than Maggie too. So
I mean, I like Tyler. So
Tyler's mom
You're my
gives
vote.
him a bag of cookies every day for lunch. Maggie only gets celery. So,
oh,
yeah.
but that's because they care about her well-being. That's all.
Yeah, well, she's less popular for it. So
I mean,
when last year we
getting
had the
weird?
great dodgeball
Are
tournament,
we getting-
and
is
it
it
was
getting
Tyler and Margaret were the last two people, and Tyler knocked her out easy. It wasn't even a competition. He did that 3 times in a row. So
I was just getting uncomfortable. Tyler, are you getting uncomfortable?
Yes. When he brought up my mom, I became uncomfortable.
Well, not that. Just the whole anything you can do, I can do better.
And it's not even about him. It's about like me and Maggie and putting us
Yeah, it's
in this
about-
competition that makes no
Well,
sense.
Onlyfans.com/floof.
No, stop it.
okay, let's end it, please.
Okay. Bye, everybody. We're gonna get.
Goodbye.
Oh, it's the butt. Oh, the
Hello.
Some things, guys.
hey, it unmuted me.
Chat.
Oh, I'm gonna mute you guys. Oh no, they can't hear you anymore. Hey. Oh, they can't hear you. Hey guys, listen. Guys, they can't hear you. Hey, they can't hear you say type celery lunch. They can't hear you saying type celery lunch. So we're gonna raid somebody, and if you want, they can raid with this phrase celery lunch. Can you put it into chat so they can copy and paste it as we raid somebody? Wow. Wow. Thank you, Tyler, for doing it. Thank you. So we're going to, hey guys, onlyfans.com/floof. Remember that. Let's go raid a channel. Let's go raid Doxy because she's foxy and we love her and she's playing D&D like us. But don't forget to celery lunch. Remember everybody, celery lunch as we foxy Doxy, onlyfans.com/floof. Goodbye.